Loft Day 8 Part 2. Some techniques I'm developing as I'm progressing is I watched the Lowe's video again, and they ended up drilling a hole through here and then screwing it in before they attach these. So I am somewhat doing that. When I drilled the screw in and ended up grabbing this, ended up lifting this 2x6 up too high. I want it flush with this or a little bit above. Most of these are above because I've screwed up, but I'm changing that. So I'll back the screw out and let it drop down if it goes too far. This is for when I disassemble it in the future, years down the road. So once I get that in, let me start over. I start measuring down the joists, and I find 16 inches on center. Mark them all the way down, and I'm staggering them on the inside and outside. This one's above 16 inches. This one that's going to be coming over here is going to be below 16 inches, and it's going to progress all the way over until I reach the end over there. And I'm going to have to do that one on the ground and then come back. And then I'm going to attach this one, and then in between the second and third one coming from that wall is where I'm going to fill in. So get my mark, and then I take one of the spacers, braces, and stand it up, get it to where it's flush. I don't have my T-square on me. I really wish I did. I can't find that darn thing. Create a line, and over here I've even created lines down, and then get a mark about where I want to drill, and drill the holes without this being in here, and then take the screws, Simpson screws, and drill them in until they go up to the threads, and that's about the right depth before they protrude out. Get them both in there. Then I put the brace flush with it, centered, run the first one in. Don't tighten it all the way down, and then look at it from over here and slide this wood over and get it up to where it's level, and then screw this bottom one in, and then tighten this one, and then go underneath from the other side and drill a hole, raise it up to where it needs to be, screw one in, and then drill a hole for the other one, and then bolt that one in, screw that one in. And once I get two of them done, then I decide I'm going to attach this, and it's all the way up, it's resting on here. I push it all the way over to the side. I use an 1.5" 10 gauge Simpson hexagonal bolt screw, and I screw it in. Then I do the same thing over here. This is not going to be anything really load bearing, it's just to prevent it from twisting, and it's not even really going to do that because all these braces are doing it. So I don't need to use a bunch of hardware. Then I use a 2.5 inch and go through one up here and then the one down there, and that's plenty, and that's more than enough. And then I take this 2.5 inch out because number one, it's not going to be flush, and two, I don't need it. So it's just one more fastener to save. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've overlooked. I believe that's it. So I'm steadily progressing, sweating to death. It's above 80 degrees. Humidity's probably about the same. At least on me, it's 100%. I turned the fan off so that you wouldn't be able to hear it in this video. So that is how we're progressing, and I gotta tell you, I'm quite happy that it's gotten to this point. All this planning and execution and work is finally starting to pay off, and something that you can actually visualize. Hopefully the next one will be the whole entire side's done. I'm going to end up having to cut out holes and putting the plywood up and sliding it down the hole to get it to where I need it. I don't want to chop things out.